But we're going to partner with the experts of design and the experts of installation and the experts in the places we need to, which is all in-house, which is awesome.
Hello everyone, welcome back to The Huddle, another episode. And on today's episode of What's the Answer, we have Joey Tracy with us. She basically has been in the company about 2 years now.
18 months.
18 months, here we go, 18 months. And she deals with all of our project coordination. So I'm gonna give a few minutes so you can go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit more about you, Joey.
Okay. I'm Joey Tracy. I am the Director of Project Coordination. In our department, we run a California group and a Utah or those areas group. Each have about 6 PCs or project coordinators who will assist the customers through the project. So our department is both part of once the sales contract is signed, we're there to be the advocate for the customer all the way through installation and when your system's up and running.
So tell me a little bit more about you. What do you do before coming to ES Solar?
For 18 years before coming to ES Solar, I worked for the Church of Jesus Christ as a job coach in their welfare system, where I taught people how to get and keep jobs in their future and how to be self-reliant.
Wow, I didn't know that about you. That's so cool. So it probably was a total different transition coming to a solar company or ES Solar overall and manage our project coordination team, which it's a big job what you guys do after the sale takes place. So explain to me what is a project coordinator here at ES Solar and what are their duties of a project coordinator?
Okay. Project coordinator will be in touch with a customer as soon as their contract is signed. The project coordinator wants to be your one-stop shop for communication and be your advocate. You'll still have your energy technician or ET to work with, but our department is going to help with the permitting, the utility interconnections, getting the design approved by you and getting it moved forward to where we're ready to install. Then they'll schedule the install with you, make sure you understand what's going to happen that day. The crew will come out and take care of that, and then the project coordinator will continue with you, making sure we get permission from your utility to turn on and commission the system and get you operating.
Thank you for explaining that. And a lot of times, and most of the time actually, the longest process is in between the sale and the installation. And as you were mentioning, a lot of it has to do with permission, with permits that we have to get involved. In this case, sometimes just the name of corporation, Rocky Mountain, utility, then you have the city, then you have inspectors that get involved. So we have to work around their schedules. So project coordination, her team basically handles all those processes in between, and that is the reason why sometimes takes 30 plus days, 60 plus days to complete a job from beginning to end because of all the permissions that we need to get in between that process. So when Joey came in, I remember meeting with her a lot about our systems and what she envisioned this system or this process to be better for our customers, and she has some great ideas. I remember you came in and make a lot of changes, and with the help of our department and multiple departments, we're able to change some of those systems and those processes. So tell me a little bit more, kind of like step by step of what takes place. I sign my contract, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
So obviously, timelines could change depending on where people live, but what is like the step-by-step process that you guys take?
Okay. Once you have met with your energy technician and you've signed a contract, they'll schedule for our site measurements team to come out and get a good idea of what the property and the project will look like at your home. That goes to our design department, who builds that design for your solar panels or your battery placement. And then our department is activated. We're gonna be all over it. So we're gonna work with the customer to make sure you approve that design. Some customers have preferences for where their panels are or what they look like, but just so you know, we maximize your best efficiency. So the design we give you is gonna give you the highest rate of return. After you approve that design, we can begin the permitting and the utility part of the project. And while we don't govern those timelines because it's out of our hands, we tried to really be active in following up and in getting those back to us as quickly as possible. The permission that we need from both your city, sometimes the county, sometimes fire inspector, and also your utility company to add that to their grid. Once we get both of those permissions back, we will contact you to schedule your installation. We'll have a crew come out and do the install, and we'll have you prepared for that day with all the information you need to know what you need the space to have prepared, or what to expect from the installation. After the installation, either that day or soon after that, the installer will be back with your city or county inspector to make sure that the system passes that inspection for the permit. Once the permit is passed and the inspection is done, we can submit that to your utility company, where they say, all right, the system is good to go and up to all the codes, and then they'll give us permission to operate. Once we have permission to operate, that's kind of our final step, and we turn you over to our commissioning department, who come out and teach you how to use the app, how to use the system, how to read the information that you're getting back from that, and you're just off and running.
Beautiful. Perfect. It sounds so simple. All right. Explained it in a few minutes, but it's more to it. Like you were saying, there is a lot of steps where we have no control. I mean, we had a podcast with Rocky Mount at one point where they were talking about how to help these processes, systems to go faster as well. And it's a lot of work that goes into it. And the beautiful thing about it is, all this is handled within the same company. We don't outsource any of these processes, which there's so many companies out there that do that. And that is probably one of the big reasons why there's a lot of disconnect in between what's going on, what is happening, because it's going from one company to another company, right? So that's what makes us unique as well, is we do all that in-house. Now, as you are doing this whole process and you contacting customers, I imagine you email them and call them to let them know whatever signatures are needed, perhaps, or to get the permits go faster. What are some of the most common questions or concerns that you get from homeowners as they're going through the process, right? Because you're talking about somebody going in, they buy the system, and I don't know if we get this, but perhaps some of them expect their system to go up and running right away. So what are some of the most common questions or concerns from homeowners?
The most common questions are going to have to do with the timeline, and if the project or the system that you are purchasing fulfills the needs that you hope it fulfills. And that's where, if we ever run into any issues there, that's where we work with our service upgrades, and you may need to work with, not you, us. We will work with the utility company, with our construction crews, to make sure that we can add that system where to the grid. So sometimes that's a meter upgrade. Big ones are transformer upgrades. We rarely run into that, but there are things, but we'll address them. It's not left to the homeowner to figure those out. So most commonly it's going to be from the day I sign, how long until my system is up and running. And that's going to be, we hope, 60 to 90 days. It depends again on your jurisdiction, where your permit is coming from and their speed. But other than that, we control a lot of the timeline outside waiting for those permits.
As you're talking and explaining that, I go back to my experience, and when I did my system, I needed a panel upgrade for my home, but I needed a transformer upgrade too, which I didn't know at that time that transformers is for multiple homes, not just my home. So you got to think about making a change that big, right? A transformer, right? It's not just your home, even though your home is the one that is getting the service. You have to go to the city to get that approved to be able to make that modification, because it's going to affect multiple homes too as well. So that's why time frames are important. That's why sometimes it takes a while.
And we'll take care of those permissions and what you need for your system. And we'll communicate along the way so that you understand that if there is a delay, where your project is at that point and when we expect to hear more. And we'll even tell you before we hear more. If it's taken a long time, we'll let you know it's been 5 or 7 days since we did this and we're still waiting to hear back, and I'll check back with you in this many days. So we're going to keep the homeowners really up to date on what we know about where the system is when we get into those special permissions.
So with that said, we're talking about all these different companies getting involved for permits and permission to operate, all these different things. What is you guys' method of communication with our customers to keep them informed as they're moving forward through that process?
So when the project begins, your project coordinator will call you and reach out to you to introduce themselves, to introduce what to expect from the project. But then we'll also ask you, what is your method of communication? Like, what's your preference? We will text you, we'll email you, or we'll call you. And we'll try all three when we need to make sure we get the information we need to keep your project moving. But if you prefer text messages, then that's what we'll do primarily. But it's up to the homeowner. We'll do it the way that they prefer.
So basically, all methods. You have email, you have call, and you have text. So it all comes down to the customer preference.
Yes.
To be able to stay in communication. So that is so amazing and great, because we have busy lives, as customers or as individuals, and we have to sometimes decide what's the best way to communicate and stay in contact with, especially with projects like this. I want to ask a question. What do you think, or what sets ES Solar apart when it comes to a project coordination from perhaps other solar companies out there?
So from what I have understand about other solar companies, what sets us apart is, first of all, we want to partner with the customer. We want to make them the system that is best for them and fits their needs. And through our sales department, all the departments in-house, all the way to installation, we're going to do our very best to meet that need. Our goal, of course, is 100% customer satisfaction. Right. Outside of ES Solar, sometimes you'll find the project coordinator wears a lot of hats. And what we learn is that when you wear too many hats, you don't wear any of them real well. And so here at ES Solar, you see us each in our own seat on the bus doing our best work at what we do best. And so project coordination, we're going to be your customer advocate. We're going to see through each piece that we're responsible for, but we're going to partner with the experts of design and the experts of installation and the experts in the places we need to, which is all in-house, which is awesome. But we all have a very defined seat on the bus, and working together, we're going to get you the project that you're hoping for.
Yeah, I mean, ES Solar has changed tremendously since I started with the company, and every change that I've seen happening through ES Solar, it's always keeping in mind the customer, 100% customer satisfaction. And even when we do our yearly kickoff, it's always, our first goal is always 100% customer satisfaction. Right. And we're humans, we're sometimes gonna make mistakes. The reality of things is that really is our main focus, is how do we provide the best service possible to our customers, short term and long term, because that's what we do with our customers and with our systems. So we talked a little bit about time frames, and we are expanding to different markets. Right. And I know that sometimes timelines do change depending on where it is. So walk me just a little bit through the average timeline process of an installation, from sale to installation to be completed. Okay.
So a lot that's measured in my department is after the sale is done, right? We leave that to the sales guys. They get their contracts signed, the financing gets approved, all of that. Once it gets to us and your design is created, or even when your design starts, our goal is less than 90 days, way less than that.
Okay.
So I would hope that by the time the design is done that you're installed within less than 60 days.
Okay.
Now there are some places in Utah where we deal with different kinds of permits where customers have to give permission for us to permit on their behalf. So they have to get notarized documents. We have other customers who are in HOAs and they have to get that design approved themselves through their HOA. Those kinds of delays can happen. But for the most part, without delays, we're hoping that once you've signed a contract, that within a week or 2 weeks, your design is done. And then from there, I would say 60 days to installation.
We have heard, we do home shows, and we hear a lot from customers who have HOAs, their HOAs will not let them.
Right.
And we do get occasions where that is not allowed in certain locations, certain homes that have HOAs. But for the most part, we have done a lot of installations with homes that are HOA, correct?
We have. So when we have a homeowner who's in an HOA, it is the homeowner, and we have their salesperson, their ET partner with them. But between the ET and the salesperson, that's where we want the permission to come from the HOA, because we're not going to be experts in all the different rules of every kind of HOA. So the salesperson and customer, they're going to tell us, yep, the design's approved by my HOA. We're going to just proceed as usual there. We don't have a lot of pushback. Really what happens or the delay is going to be how long it takes them to give you that permission. So almost always you get it unless they say no panels at all. Other than that, you're going to get permission. It's just going to be how long until they give it to you.
Okay, so it comes down to the HOA.
It does. Every individual HOA is
different.
So different.
Well, and I have worked with energy technicians as well who actually are really open and willing to help customers that are in HOA to complete that process. And it makes it seamless sometimes because it's so simple. When they jump in, they know what they're looking for, right?
Yeah, we have sales guys who are notaries so that they can go and help you get your paperwork signed. We have some who will go, there's a few cities that require you to be at their planning commission or city council to get your permit done.
Wow.
And the sales guys have been to those meetings to get permission in behalf of the homeowner. So we're going to support you all along the way. We're just going to get the right person there to get you what you need.
It's so crazy. I didn't even know that. So that's amazing to know that we actually going above and beyond to trying to help a customer who would like to go ahead and be going to renewable energy, have solar and a battery. So that is amazing that we do that and go above and beyond for our customers. That's where 100% customer satisfaction right stands out. So what are some of the challenges that, and we're moving forward now to, okay, all the permitting is completed, everything is going, we're ready to go ahead and install. What do you think have been some of the biggest challenges that you guys have come across at installation or for installation?
Sometimes once we get to installation, we learn that maybe there's a service upgrade needed, like a panel needs to be changed to make sure it's up to code. Because the person who comes and takes the pictures isn't a licensed electrician. They get us all the photos we need, but once we get an electrician there, they can see that there's something that needs to be brought up to code. Other times, a customer might change their mind. And once we get closer, they decide rather than a battery that does this, they want a battery that does this.
Okay.
And when that happens, there's times on the day of installation we can make that happen and then re-permit after. Other times that stops the process and we go back and have to have it redrawn and re-permitted ahead of time. So I would say the biggest challenge is that on the day of installation, we want to make sure you're getting the system that you think you're getting and that you understand you're getting, and whether we need to make changes to make that happen or we need the ET to give you further information to understand that we do meet the capabilities that you're asking for. We're going to make sure all the communication is clear before we proceed.
I mean, I guess this is where it's very important at that time where you're sitting with your sales rep or your energy technician. This is where you could ask all the questions, right? What is the difference between this battery or this battery, or why these many panels over these panels, right? To understand that process. And when it gets to installation, you don't have to go through that because it may delay a little bit more.
Right.
Now, as project coordinators, I know that you guys deal a lot with cities and utilities, but at the same time, you guys deal a lot with our installation crews.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about that process. Why is it like so important, the communication between you guys and our installation crews?
Out of all the departments at ES Solar, our department probably works most closely and is more aligned to the construction department, which is our installers. And there's a lot of reasons. It's so that we can make sure everything's communicated so that when they get on site, the job can be completed. We want to take care of the customer. We want to make sure that there aren't delays because we've missed something or didn't share information that was relevant. We also want to take care of our installers, make sure they have full calendars and jobs to do. And so we work fast, both for the customer, but also to get these crews full calendars.
Right.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, obviously our installers, they do a great job. They're trying to get it completed. They have all their plans to get it done. And you guys are a huge part of it, because if something is missing, that's where things can get hard, right? So with that in mind, what is your favorite part of your job when it comes to helping customers in going, with solar or a backup battery? Like, what is your favorite thing about that?
I think my favorite thing is the self-reliance part, and I know that I said that word as a part of my last job, but this is separate from that, where if you have a need or a desire to power your home or to be able to have things that you want and need available to you at all times, you can. Another more personal reason is I have a family member who has purchased solar since I've been here and has oxygen and other medical machines that we need access to at all times. And so his system, I call it a self-reliance system, where if he lost power, we know that he's safe and has what he needs until power is restored. So it goes all the way from powering these big, beautiful homes with a lot of auxiliary things, right? And it does big, beautiful stuff. And it goes all the way down to where it's a system that's just big enough, keep the fridge on, keep the oxygen on, and we'll make it through till the power's back.
It's good that you touched that topic, because it's a sensitive topic. And in the past few years, most of the systems that we have donated with that in mind. People that need that reliance on their power. And I'm so happy to hear that story from you, that one of your relatives utilized that or went renewable energy with a solar and a backup battery for that purpose. So having a solar system with a backup battery is not just a luxury, right? Which you mentioned, a lot of people do have it because of luxury. But there's people out there that need these with the power going out, or if something happens, it goes more than just luxury. So thank you for sharing that information. Now, one topic that I would like to talk is those customers that previously were working with a company that maybe no longer exists, or they're bankrupt, they're out of business, and now they're coming to us or reaching out to us, or perhaps got a battery to add to their system. What has been fun has been some of those challenges, helping customers that.
So we sometimes call them orphan systems, where those companies are gone and now your system is an orphan. You don't have someone monitoring or helping with that. So that's one great benefit, is that if we can help monitor that to make sure you're getting the production and the use that you need out of it, add a battery to, of course, make it even more valuable so that you're storing a little bit. But in my role, the most I hear about it when I talk to customers or to my coordinators who are with customers all day, is the difference in the in-house, that we have everything here and that we can take care of them all the way here, but also the level of service, which of course we're always trying to improve and do better, and we we'll all keep doing that.
Right.
But that's the biggest difference, is that we're in-house and that we care, and we're gonna work all the routes to get them what they need.
You know, and as you're saying this and how we help, you know, these customers, I was reading an article that talked about a company that was born because of companies leaving the industry and customers not having the assistance. And I believe we are one of those companies too, right? The other company focuses more on how to help people not longer have that system or that bill, whatever you want to call it. But we are more here to, hey, let us resurrect that system. Let us help you, right?
Don't just have that big, you know, all those panels on your roof as a big jewelry, right? Let us help it get it going, make it work for you like you wanted it to. We've had a lot of success with that in a couple of markets where companies have come and gone quickly. We've been able to get in and get systems both running because customers started the process or got things even installed on their home and they never operated. So we've gotten people operating, and we've gotten people serviced, things working again, and also just the information that we can provide through monitoring the system.
And as you're saying that, I myself have helped a few customers who their company is no longer in business. They bought a home with a solar system, yet their system wasn't working. So then they're like, who do I reach out to? And we've been lucky enough to you know, people know that I do this and ask those questions, and then we've been able to help. So that is always good. I mean, like you're saying, you already have panels on your home, and if they're not working, give us a call, you know, and yeah, you may have to pay some upfront, yet you're gonna see the benefits right away because those panels are on that home already. And now all you need to do is get it up and running. So that's where you're gonna find the savings on your power bill, if you do have that power bill as well. So I wanna close this now, and I appreciate you, Joey, doing this. You guys have no idea how hard it was for us to get her to do this podcast with us, but she's doing great, she's doing amazing, so appreciate you. For someone looking to go, you know, solar, or they're already in solar with us, what would you want them to be prepared for on this process, or to be ready for when going into the process of getting a solar system?
I think you pointed it out earlier, but when you sign the contract, we can't put a system on your home that week. These are systems that, because they're in your power grid, because they're on your home, they have to be permitted, they have to be up to code, and those things take time. And so we want to do it right the first time. And that means if there's a delay, it's because we don't want to do something to undo it or redo it. We want to take care of you right the first time. So be patient while we work through those. We're going to do our very best to communicate all along the way. But you'll have a point of contact through both your salesperson and through my department to make sure you are getting all the information you need to get from the time you sign until that system is operating.
Perfect, beautiful. Well, you guys heard it from Joey. You know, she handles all the project coordination and the processes between the sales to the installation and post-installation a little bit as well. So thank you again for watching the episode of The Huddle, and specifically, what's the answer? Hopefully we were able to answer some of you guys' questions. And if we haven't, and you think of some other questions, please just let us know. Make a comment, let us know. We can go ahead and do that. And if you have any other ideas or topics you would like to talk about, let's go ahead and have that as well. So thank you so much. And until next time, Joey, thank you so much.
Thank you.